As always, it's Tuesday and we have Russ to talk a bit darts. It's the last week of the regular season. The top four players in the standings will qualify for the playoffs. So we have some interesting matches going on this week on Thursday. So I will let Russ to talk a little bit about his top tips for these week 16 matches, starting with Price versus Wright, and he will go on with some of them. And if I have any questions in the meantime, I will ask him. Please, Russ, welcome to the show.
Alex, thank you for that superb welcome. Yes, it's week 16 of the Premier League of Darts. This is the final week of the so-called regular season before we go to the finals night at London's O2, where top of the league will play fourth, second will play third in the semi, and then after that we go to the final. Alex, you're absolutely right. First up is Gerwyn Price against Peter Wright. Peter Wright, he can't buy a win. He's lost, I think, 7 or 8 on a row. He's won 2 out of 15. But you can get Gerwyn Price at 2.3. For me, that is absolute value. Gerwyn Price knows a win, and he pushes big pressure on Sulovic and Gurney, who are also fighting to get in the top 4. Gerwyn Price himself, he's not in amazing form, but he's not in terrible form. Again, he drew last week 7-all. The week before he won, so he's in pretty good nick, and he knows that if he concentrates, which I think he will do, he wins. And at 2.3, good value. I think that should be probably 1.9.
I'm not watching many games, but I'm watching from time to time when soccer is not on, football for us in Europe. Tennis is not on. I like the sport, and since you started with us to write articles and to appear in this Sportsbet Daily Show videos, I'm telling you, in some matches you had some great weeks. You got some decent weeks. What are you expecting for this week? To lower our stakes because it's the last week of the regular season, to go the same with 1 unit for every match, because this Peter Wright guy is on a losing streak, and the price on Price is very good, very good. I want to go 1 unit for it. What do you advise here?
No, I think 1 unit is the least you should do on this. Start the night with a bang. 2 units. Next up is Michael Smith, who again is eliminated. He's got nothing to play for. He faces Daryl Gurney, and similar to the previous match, Daryl Gurney knows a win and he could well be in. And he's playing quite well. Michael Smith, not so great. He's had a couple of draws of late, but he's not winning, and he's eliminated. That may mean the pressure is off. So that pick on Gurney to win would probably be 1 unit, because Michael Smith could absolutely get a draw if Daryl Gurney lets the pressure get to him. But I still think, at odds of 2.0, Gurney should well come through this. The other unit I'm playing is the draw between Rob Cross and James White. This is the final match of the night. Before this match happens, Rob Cross will know if he wins, he is in. He is top of the league and he plays 4th. James Wade will also know a win and he's in, or James Wade may not need to win. So prior to this going live, I picked the draw because the guy may just play for a draw because it doesn't mean anything. And the draw price, I think at 4.75 is, again, value. I'd have that a lot less now, because if no one needs to play, they'll just play out probably a fun game, knowing they're both going to be in the finals the following week. The other match is Michael van Gerwen against Sulovic. I've left that one alone purely because I think van Gerwen will win. Van Gerwen wants to finish top. He wants to finish number 1. And I think he probably will get the job done over Sulovic. And then it's all up to Rob Cross whether he can get the job done and take the number 1 spot.
I was watching some darts today on YouTube. While I was doing my research, and I know that Mensur Suljovic is the Champions League winner in 2017, so 2 years ago, with a double 14 at the end, with a dart at the double 14, his favorite double there. So you want to check this sport out because it's a lot of fun, and most of the time I'm following it during the Christmas season, during the New Year season. I think that is the most important period in darts. But you are looking smart and always with a smile on your face. Adam on the chat is saying that capper by day, killer by night. You are dressed there to kill someone, or where you at right now?
I'm at the Wolverhampton Wanderers Football Club end of season Player of the Year awards. I do some work with Wolves, and I've been invited on one of the tables. So I've just cut out, and I'm just about to go in for some dinner and see who wins the award. So it should be. I've got a good night in store. But again, I wanted to let everyone know my darts tips and obviously insight ahead of week 16 because again, I'm passionate about the darts, and again, giving some good winners.
Okay, just before you go, so we have Rob Cross number 1, Van Gerwen number 2, James Wade number 3, and Suljovic number 4. Do you think that the the 4 players will qualify in the semis? So you think that those will be the players who will qualify in the semis? Because we have also Gurney, we have also Price with 1 win away from qualifying in the semifinals there.
I think Rob Cross, Van Gerwen, Wade, 100%. Suljovic, he's the one big under pressure. He plays number one. He plays Michael Van Gerwen. So if Van Gerwen wins, that means that Gurney or Price will take that slot. I think Price is very, very strong on the win. As I mentioned against Peter Wright, Gurney against Smith. Gurney, I fancy, not as stronger as Price. So, you know what? It could come down to points difference. And Suljovic, Price, and Gurney could all be on the same point. So, again, that would be interesting.
So now that we already know 2 semifinalists, Rob Cross and Van Gerwen, do you think that one of them will lift the Premier League title this season?
100% yes, without any question. I don't think any player outside of those two will raise their game in the semi-final and the final. I think in week 8 I tipped up Rob Cross as the alternative to Michael Van Gerwen. Again, I think you can still get 4-1 on Rob Cross. For me, he wins his semi-final, and then he won't be 4-1 against Van Gerwen. So you can probably lay it off.
So do you see a final between Cross and Van Gerwen, right?
Yes.
And the semifinals are happening next week, right?
Yeah, next week at the O2. And keep your fingers crossed, viewers. There's a strong chance that I'll be in the arena at the O2 to watch it live and hopefully give a live preview.
Oh, that's amazing. So the semifinals next week with Russ being at the O2 Arena, maybe, but I think that he will make it. When he says maybe, it's for sure. So see you, Russ, next week at the O2 Arena. Thanks for sharing your knowledge
on
darts, and have a great night there. Enjoy a special night for the club, and we will see you next week.